Local 4 News starts now. It's now with a forewarned weather alert.
That's right. Exact Track 40 radar tracking another round of this severe weather across southeast Michigan. Within the last few minutes, an active tornado warning has expired. Other neighborhoods seeing dangerous winds, possibly even hail.
It has been kind of a double whammy. Earlier today, obviously, we had all of that. In fact, yesterday, I guess a triple whammy going back to last night. And then earlier today, we saw all of that rain out in western Wayne County that completely mucked up everything at the airport. We knew another round was coming, and tonight it may be coming with tornadoes.
Yeah, let's get over to Kim Adams and see what the latest is right now on conditions. We can hear the thunder rumbling outside our studios right now in downtown Detroit, Kim.
Yeah, and it's a bit unsettling because we have had so many tornado warnings. But right now, just so everyone knows, we are not under any active tornado warnings, but we still have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. And some of these severe thunderstorms have had winds that are almost the equivalent of a weak tornado. We've had 80-mile-per-hour winds in some spots, but the yellow flashing boxes indicating severe thunderstorms, and we're looking at winds around 64 to 68 miles per hour in parts of Monroe County. We've had gusts as high as 80 miles per hour reported. One gust in downtown Detroit, 70 miles per hour. Unfortunately, one thing that these high winds do, they cause power outages, and we are seeing those power outages start to pile up in the tens of thousands across Metro Detroit. The highest amounts out to the west, where those storms started several hours ago. But now that the severe weather moving through parts of downtown Detroit and into Monroe, we're likely to see these numbers continue to increase over the next several hours. Severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect for Washtenaw, Wayne, and Monroe counties only. That severe thunderstorm watch has ended for Livingston, Oakland, Macomb, and up into the Thumb. So anywhere you see that's not shaded in pink, no longer under the threat for severe weather. But we have a little bit more time to get these last few storms off over the lake, so we remain under that severe thunderstorm warning. If you are watching us in parts of Ohio, in Toledo, Perrysburg, Rossford, you are also under a severe thunderstorm warning. So we've just got a couple more warnings to get through, and then we can look forward to some quieter weather. I'm going to be checking in with some local storm reports. We'll talk a little bit more about the tornado that was confirmed in Ingham County, just to the east of Lansing. We'll talk about that, and then we'll look at more positive news, which is the weekend forecast. You can also, I mentioned this throughout this severe weather event, you know, when you lose power, you can always stay connected to us by using this Forewarned Weather app. It's invaluable. It'll tell you lightning strikes, severe weather warnings, and you can look at the radar right on your own phone and watch us with accurate forecasts right in the palm of your hand.
All right, Kim. So we've seen Wayne County getting pelted again tonight, and Wayne County had already been hit so hard, so much so that the governor has launched the State Emergency Operations Center in order to respond to substantial flooding, both downriver, western Wayne as well. Mara McDonald is in Woodhaven tonight with the latest. Mara.
I want to show you, take a look. You can still see the light that is reflecting off all that standing water here. And over there, there are still cars that got stuck and stalled out that they haven't managed to collect yet.
Yeah, I was water before. And there's still water in there and in the cup holder. You can see how high it went up because it's in the cup holder.
And while you can finally drive through the flooded areas of Woodhaven, there is still a whole lot of water on the roads. Neighbors on Foxcroft woke up to see
7:30 this morning.
What you do.
Opened the blinds and said, oh my God.
That's the clean version of what was said, because the subdivision was underwater to the point cars were submerged and floating.
It was up to the bumper of a pickup truck, so it was a mess.
A mess that's been here all day, and while it has receded, there's still just so much water hanging around. Even the mail carrier got trapped this afternoon.
There was a mail lady that tried to make it through. Apparently she didn't deliver any mail. Got stuck right about there, and they had to have a wrecker come through.
It's not just one subdivision either. There's substantial flooding all along West Road, so much so DPW had to shut down various feeder roads because cars were stalled out and stuck. About the only ones enjoying today, the kids and dogs who never met a puddle they weren't interested in. And as you can see right here, the ground is so incredibly saturated. If they get another ton of rain down here, it just isn't going to be able to handle it. We're in Woodhaven. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Mara, thank you. And the wild weather overnight causing chaos at Detroit Metro Airport today. The rain flooded the tunnels leading to the McNamara terminal, cutting off access and causing a real mess. Jacqueline Francis is there live tonight with what happened and how things are going. Looking much better behind you, Jacqueline.
Much better. But then again, it is late. But at one point today, Detroit Metro Airport had double the number of cancellations and delays than any other airport in the country. And when we show you these videos taken earlier of roads flooded and passengers stranded, you'll understand why.
Stay at a steady speed.
It was the wake-up call nobody asked for. Overnight flooding on the ground also leading to trouble in the air. Rising waters cutting off travelers from the McNamara terminal, leading to flight delays and a temporary ground stop. Some people ditching their cars, walking to the terminal.
Biggest problem was off of Eureka Road, and we were struggling to get our employees to work.
A Delta Airlines spokesperson giving us a midday update.
Now we're just opening the floodgates for all the passengers to come through and try and get everybody on these flights that have been delayed and canceled all morning long.
Go at the end of the elevator. People are going to get crushed if you do not move.
Passengers with flights later on in the day seeing these videos as a warning sign, arriving ahead of schedule.
It's horrible. I have never seen it like that.
What was your thought? You knew you were coming here later.
My thought was, please let me get on my flight as bad as I need this. I need some R&R.
My mom and dad called and said, oh my God, there was a ton of rain last night. The tunnels were flooded. So we checked the Air France website. The flight was not delayed or anything, but we said everyone's going to be panicking. So we hopped in the car and now we have a 4-hour wait.
There's still a handful of flights that have yet to take off tonight. I imagine they're just waiting for this weather to pass. But again, pretty smooth here to end the day. Very different from this morning. Reporting live from Metro Airport, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
And that is good news, Jacqueline. We appreciate it. All right, an unprecedented moment in American history. A former president booked in a county jail. This is the mugshot for Donald Trump after he surrendered to police in Georgia.
Former president facing more than a dozen charges. Take a look at the booking record. Donald Trump booked as inmate number P01135809. He's, of course, accused of trying to overturn the election results in Georgia after losing his 2020 bid to stay in the White House.
This is the fourth in a string of indictments against the former president. Tonight, Jay Gray is outside the facility with a closer look.
The former president's motorcade pulling through the gates of the Fulton County Jail, rushing past dozens of supporters gathered outside.
This is crazy. It's sad, and I never thought I would see it in my life.
Mr. Trump surrendering to state police, facing more than a dozen felony charges, including racketeering and conspiracy for his alleged efforts to overturn results in the 2020 presidential election in Georgia. Inside the facility, less than 30 minutes, the former president is read his rights, fingerprinted, has an inmate ID assigned, and mugshot taken. That photo released publicly, something prosecutors haven't done in 3 separate indictments earlier this year.
What has taken place here is a travesty of justice. We did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong.
Mr. Trump pausing before boarding his private jet, denying the allegations and saying the now 91 charges he faces in 4 separate cases are politically motivated.
What they're doing is election interference. They're trying to interfere with an election, and we have every right, every single right, to challenge an election that we think is dishonest, that we think is very dishonest.
Which is why Mr. Trump says he'll plead not guilty during his arraignment, the next legal step in this historic, high-profile case. The Fulton County District Attorney says that arraignment hearings for the former president and 18 co-defendants could start in less than 2 weeks. Jay Gray, NBC News, Atlanta.
Okay, Jay, former President Donald Trump returned to X, that's the platform formerly known as Twitter, and posted his mugshot.
Made his first tweet since January of 2021, actually. Post included a link to his website. It reiterated his claims of election interference. He was reinstated on November 19, 2022, after Elon Musk took over the platform. All right, new tonight at 11, UAW workers at a General Motors EV battery plant in Ohio will see pay raises while they continue to negotiate a contract. The union says the 1,100 workers at the Ultium Cells plant near Warren, Ohio are going to get $3 to $4 an hour increases, as well as thousands of dollars in back pay. They will vote on the interim deal by Sunday. Workers at the plant, jointly owned by the battery maker LG Energy Solution, now start at $16.50 an hour. Union President Shawn Fain has criticized that as too low.
Former meteorologist Kim Adams, we still have one active severe thunderstorm warning. This is for Monroe County, right along I-75 down to Toledo until 11:15, so just for the next 5 minutes. But there are several areas of Metro Detroit that have just been put under a flood warning. So coming up in the forecast, we're going to talk about how much rain we've gotten from this line of thunderstorms that came through and what it could mean for your morning commute. Anywhere you see in green, it's kind of hard to tell with the reflectivity on, but most of Metro Detroit under a flood advisory, and then there are some embedded flood warnings in effect that there'll be likely a lot of water on the roads for your morning commute. So we'll talk more about that in your forecast in just a couple of minutes.